What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. How's it going? How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday, April 4th. How does it feel to be in a Tuesday, guys? Look at this. We got up. I forgot to turn the heat on. It's cold in here. Does anybody else ever buy Trader Joe's coffee and wonder if there's any caffeine in Trader Joe's coffee? I swear to God, I stopped buying it a while ago because it frankly barely works. And the only reason I bought it this time is because I needed a metal tin for my baking grease. What's going on, everybody? What am I talking about? That's just, these are the gems, folks. These are the gems that you get by tuning into the ReCoop. Trader Joe's coffee, low on caffeine, but a nice tin for baking grease. Wow, what a day yesterday, right? We had a red notice from Interpol for CZ, a pretty respected person that's been around for a while, tweeting about it, but he didn't mean to tweet about it. It's a weird story. And let's just dive into that real quick, and then we'll look at the markets. What should we do? No, let's look at the news. I'm going to look at the news. I'm pivoting. So what we're going to do today is we're going to check out the news. We'll look at some markets, and then we'll talk about Binance and Cobie. Then we'll talk about a little bit about DOGE. I mean, every time I was just signing on Twitter, and there's DOGE. DOGE is everywhere. What is that guy doing? And then we'll talk about xGOV. Algo Cleanup did a cool write-up. We'll look at that a little bit so everybody's on the same page about xGOV, because signups are right now, and you have a while, you have a few weeks in order to sign up, but it's nice to have a plan, folks, and not wait until the last minute, panic, and then make decisions that maybe you will regret. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make those decisions that you regret. So, okay, let's go first to CoinDesk, because if there's any breaking news, it would be there. And I haven't looked at the news in about 30 minutes. All right. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's look at the chat, actually. I'm all over the place. McDonald's coffee rules. Shari, you know what? McDonald's coffee is better, has more caffeine than this. Dunkin' Donuts also is a high caffeine beverage. I drink even Starbucks or Pete's, but it's just all of the Trader Joe's ones feel like they suck. I mean, Trader Joe's isn't bad for everything, though. I know. You accidentally started phase 2 before anyone else. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. We got Ranter. What's up, Ranter? Algo Ranter. But I do support them for sure. Who do you support? Who does Crypto for Change support? By the way, he just DM'd me. Crypto for Change is giving away Crazy Goose Flock. Man, this whole going on camera for the first time I speak in the day is always a dangerous thing. But yes, Crypto for Change is giving away a Crazy Goose Flock, a goot, on Twitter. So make sure you follow Crypto for Change on Twitter and participate in his another day, another late coop. Oh, man. I'm intentionally coming in a few minutes late. So if you want this to start exactly on time, I would, at least if you can be patient some days, show up at 6:03. What is phase 2, guys? What are we talking about? Oh, Vendible. You guys are talking about Vendible. Cool. What's up, Cooper Troopers? Holler. Yeah, what's up? All right. It's not missed if you never sell. I'm not sure what he means, but I know what he means on other levels. All right, guys. Big Capelli. I got some Italian. I got maybe that's Brazil. Sorry. Good morning to you, or good afternoon to you in Brazil. What's going on? All right. Honk. There she goes. There we go. Cool. Black coffee is the one. I do drink black coffee. I do that. I'll add milk, a little tiny cream on occasion, when it's, especially if it's like diner coffee. There we go. There we go, guys. All right, let's look at CoinMarketCap. No, let's look at CoinDesk. Oh my God. I'm the worst. I'm the worst right now, folks. Okay. But I'm gonna pull this together, and we're gonna have some fun. Let's do it. All right. So let's go to CoinDesk. Let's refresh the page. And the markets sure were like, okay, all right, Cobie, we don't care anymore. Go away, bro. And now we're back. We're back over 28,000. Look at ETH pushing. That's up 4%, pushing 1,900. I haven't seen it that high. XRP is settling down. South Korea got bored. They moved on to other things. Yeah, no, the market overall is green. That's funny. Let's look at this. OPNX. Oh my God. Exchange, which offers FTX claims trading, led by Three Arrows Capital founders, is now live. Users can get a 50% discount on trading fees if they hold Flex tokens. Oh, they even have a token. Awesome. A first of its kind crypto focused exchange that lets users trade claims of bankrupt crypto companies. We all heard about that, right? The exchange will offer claims of companies such as FTX and CoinFlex. We are thrilled to announce that OPNX is now live. Sign up and trade spot and futures immediately. Claims trading coming very soon. A message from our CEO, Leslie.
Hey guys, it's Leslie Lamb, CEO of Open Exchange. It's really great to meet many of you all around the world for the first time.
Why didn't they just put the Three Arrows Capital guys as the CEO? That would have been a good decision. No, they went with a pretty woman. That's she seemed good. All right, Zushu and Kyle Davies, the founders of bankrupt hedge fund Three Arrows Capital, last month teamed up with the co-founders of troubled crypto exchange CoinFlex to create Open Exchange, calling it the world's first public marketplace for crypto claims trading and derivatives. What a story! You know what I mean? What an industry. We're like, okay, so we're gonna rug a bunch of exchanges. People are going to be severely lost, and then the ruggers are going to create an exchange where you can sell your bankruptcy claims at a discount. It's America, folks. All right, that just depressed me. I didn't like that one. I don't like that. I don't like that story. I'm not rooting for Three Arrows Capital in that situation. I'm sorry. Phantom Network adds DeFi security tools to bolster DApp production. Cool. Look at that. Crypto protocol layer 0 raises 120 million Series B at 3 billion valuation. Their competition, if they even considered it competition of C3 protocol, has had a bad few months. All right. DOGE, man. Elon was running out of ways to make DOGE pump, and then he pulled out the the big guns and basically just branded Twitter. There's a lot of speculation that maybe it was intended to be a April Fool's joke, but because he stripped the engineering team so much that they were a couple days late. Yeah, what's going on with Ether? Oh my God, that's so annoying. I want to read your little headline, guys. Ether rallies to 8-month high. ETH looks to regain ground against BTC as part of a broader capital rotation play. Well, there you go, buddies. The native token, but I gotta say, this whole MEV thing is looking bad. We're gonna look at that too. I didn't mention that at the top of the show, but there was a cool thread on Twitter that just makes it look like a real problem for Ethereum. But anyways, nobody cares because the Shanghai upgrade is happening in about a week, which some people would say, okay, well, now people are going to be able to withdraw their staked Ether and sell. And other people would say, this is going to be a bullish event. You guys don't understand what you're talking about. So we'll see. Futures tied to Wall Street tech heavy NASDAQ rose to a fresh who gives a shit. Investors continue to sell the safe haven greenback. Ether's outperformance comes as a highly anticipated Shanghai upgrade is now less than 2 weeks away. The Shanghai upgrade will open withdrawals of Ether staked in the Beacon chain since December of 2020 and has been widely hailed as a long-term bullish catalyst for Ether and liquidity staking tokens. ETH looks so, yeah. What I mean, they're hailing it as a bullish catalyst. I guess it'll encourage more people to participate because they have more freedom. I guess ETH looks to regain ground against BTC as part of a broader capital rotation play, with crypto likely benefiting off broader equity rallies heading into a historically bullish month. Uproll, right? Up April. And it's playing out. The bulls definitely have taken the wheel. They're ready to go, folks. Where are we headed, bulls? I'm traditionally a bull. Right now, I'm a skeptic, but that's okay. I mean, I didn't panic sell or anything. I'm holding. My Bitcoin looks better than it did a few weeks ago. Okay, well, look at this. I'm spending a lot of time on CoinDesk today. There was new stuff. I didn't read a lot of this stuff. Oh, this is just them. That's their video. We can't do that. I don't want to do that. All right. So then instead of that, let's just go to Bloomberg for macro news. There we go. Xanax. It's getting harder to get, folks. Got to go to the weed store. If you can't get your Xanax, I don't know. Does that chill you out? I don't take Xanax. I have a couple times, but it's not my thing. All right. Jamie Dimon warns U.S. banking crisis will be felt for years. Well, what is he saying about that? What are you saying, Jamie? I'm not the biggest fan of Mr. Dimon, but he is the CEO of JP Morgan. So let's see what he's got to say. JP Morgan CEO writes about Silicon Valley Bank succession. Succession? Oh, his succession, probably. You're not talking about the HBO blockbuster hit. AI and annual letter. Recent bank failure wasn't the finest hour for many players. Okay, can I read through this as quickly as possible so you guys aren't bored? Okay. Silicon Valley Bank's blunders were encouraged by U.S. regulation, went untested by the Federal Reserve, and were hiding in plain sight until Wall Street and depositors grew alarmed. That was JP Morgan's CEO assessment of the U.S. banking crisis that sent markets careening last month. An episode he predicts is not over yet and will be felt for years. He said, U.S. authorities shouldn't overreact with more rules. In his wide-ranging annual letter to shareholders on Tuesday, described his firm's aspirations for using ChatGPT, weighed in on geopolitics, and provided updates on JP Morgan's activities in Ohio. Cool. Ironically, banks were incented to own very safe government securities because they were considered highly liquid by regulators and carried very low capital requirements. Even worse, he added, the Federal Reserve didn't stress test banks on what would happen as rates jumped. When Silicon Valley's bank's uninsured depositors realized it was losing money selling securities to keep up with withdrawal requests, they raced to pull their cash. Regulators then intervened and seized it. This is not to absolve bank management. It's just to make clear that this wasn't the finest hour for many players. All of these colliding factors became critically important when the marketplace, rating agencies, and depositors focused on them. He says, AI is extraordinary. Free market capitalist. Make dreams possible for everyone, everywhere, every day. Let anyone think that I've become a little soft. Rest assured, your CEO is a red-blooded, patriotic, free enterprise, free market capitalist. Why don't you shut up about crypto, Jamie? He also called for governments to consider using eminent domain to excel. Okay, nobody cares. I mean, maybe you do care about that, but I've got a time crunch here. I've got a, what is it called? A attention deficit when it comes to Jamie Dimon Bloomberg articles. Okay. Complex regulation is pushing banks out of the mortgage business. It's on the agenda every time. Okay. They're not neglecting his potential successor. Okay, fine. All right. Trading Volatility is a new reality for bond. All right, cool. There we go. Nothing really there except for Jamie Dimon giving his people a letter. CNBC, futures are green. They're sideways green. Looking like, share this tab instead. Looking pretty uneventful. I don't think anybody really knows what to make of this pump here. All right, Finland officially becomes a member of NATO, doubling the military alliance's border with Russia. So the main thing that Russia said that they didn't want with Ukraine was for Ukraine to become a member of NATO. And then Finland is now a member of NATO, who has a long border with Russia. They cannot like that. Russia probably says, we don't like that. I know that they did say that that just increases the possibility for conflict. Biden administration pushes to revitalize coal communities with clean energy projects. It's probably not the most popular thing to do in these coal communities, but I mean, it's about the only thing you can do, really, if you're going to pivot away from coal, which I think probably is a good idea. But no, that hurts a lot of livelihood. So that's a dicey issue there. All right. And Manhattan real estate sales plunge. Oh, sales 38%, but cash deals. Yeah, you're going to need cash, folks. If you want these, we've been complaining about prices being too high in homes for so long, right? And I've wanted to get a house, and then we got kind of priced out, or we got priced into at some point. Well, now that the markets have completely shit themselves, we aren't in the same situation at all. But there was a moment where there was hope, and but I could only get Southern California is ridiculous, folks. We could move. If you had a ear in this house, you would have heard this voice say, we could move. And then there would be another voice being like, we're not moving. For what? For cheaper things. What about our friends? My friends are on the internet. Of course they are. Anyways, there you go. Okay, CNBC is boring me too. And now we're going to move on to everybody's favorite, coin market cap. It's not everybody's favorite. Oh no, that's from yesterday. That was from yesterday. So yeah, look, ETH is being like, let's go. Bitcoin is sitting at 28.3. Buy that for $0.50. XRP. Polkadot's been looking good. Look at that, 10%. Look at that, man. DOGE is up 36% over the last week, 26.66% in the last 24 hours. It's under 10 cents, though. Cardano. All of you ADA heads out there having a good week. Outperforming most this week. Why does anybody own Ethereum Classic? There's like some on here that are up here that's just like, why do people buy this? I mean, Shiba, I guess they're doing stuff. I don't know. But like, honestly, I mean, okay. So today's exercise, I'm going to play, why does anyone own this? Ethereum Classic at number 23 on CoinMarketCap with a $3 billion market cap. Why does anyone own that? We know why people own Monero. Stellar does some interesting stuff like with MoneyGram and all that. So we can, that's cool. Bitcoin Cash, another example of why does anyone own this? We're not adopting Bitcoin Cash. You guys understand? That's not happening. Litecoin would be the thing if We were looking for a second place to Bitcoin. It's not Bitcoin Cash. Hedera had that pump, and I guess that came back in the last 24 hours. That's down 5%. So that gave in a little bit, 15%. I'd say, why does anybody own Aptos? But I don't think really anybody does own Aptos. I just think it's a bunch of VCs that own Aptos at that 2 billion market cap. VeChain's got a cool community. They're always so positive and low key selling you on how wonderful. I feel like, come on, folks. When you go into one of these VeChain chats and they see .algo, they all of a sudden they just start to go, wow, we just really love our foundation. They're just so supportive. It's just like, man, to have a foundation like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, VeChain Foundation. It's just so, they brought us to the UFC, put us in the middle of the ring. We got to hug Conor McGregor. He said VeChain rules and Algorand Foundation stinks. Oh, I mean, we don't want to throw shade, guys. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? VeChain Foundation. Okay. Is anyone else having fun with that? Because I am. All right. And then Algorand, look at us charging ahead. Got some gas in those roller skate tennis shoes. Look at these, man. Number 38, 20, almost 22 cents, up 10%. Man, let's go. Just kidding. Ahead of Arbitrum, a worthless governance token that doesn't even get you to actually vote. At least we got that, guys. The VeChain Foundation. Just so immaculate. Immaculate's the right word, right, guys? Oh man, this is like one of those times, because I don't get the response from you guys, but this is like, it feels like one of those times when I'm hanging out with my friend, I think something's really funny, and I just beat it to death, and my friends are like, "Would you shut the fuck up?" All right, Tezos, I just feel like they are manipulating the market to stay at number 15 or 50. Jesus. Wasn't there, I was looking into Tezos, and there was like a lot of hype that they were like, this is definitively a security. Am I remembering that correctly? I should look into that. Okay, cool. There we go. Are we okay? Let's go see what you guys are saying. Are we still friends? Okay, Algobama's like, I could make fun of VeChain holders with you all day, Coop. Glad to see you in here, Algobama. Even see the top 40 from loved Maximus Algo for the win. Put some rockets on the bicycles. Best Satoshi impression I ever heard. It's good though. Those guys seem, by the way, I'm joking, but those guys do seem awesome. Oh, the Algorand guys are here. Guys, we were just in the middle of a conversation. You guys are coming in at the perfect time. We were in Vegas, and the VeChain Foundation put us in a small room and just, had one of those money guns. Just started money gunning us. Oh, so fun. All right, money gunning us. All right, guys, let's just real quick, let's address the donkey in the room, which was yesterday's news. Let's go. Where is it? Where are you? Okay, I found it. Okay, so I mean, we could scroll all through Twitter and catch this, but I have to admit that CoinDesk kind of did a good job summarizing this. We'll look at a couple other things after this, but this is basically the gist. Let's see. So we got this. All right. So Binance's BNB Bitcoin tumble, which is over. It's over now. Because of Twitter personality Cobie's wild guess. Now, Cobie's been around forever. So Cobie encrypted message read, Interpol red notice for Binance's CEO, CZ. After someone cracked the code, the post spooked markets, even though it was just a rumor. Interpol red notice for CZ. Yep. Not only is that account private, so yeah, it was hard to kind of navigate because I wasn't following Cobie, and he makes you get permission in order to see his tweets, which is an annoying thing. But I guess he has 800,000 followers, so he doesn't really give a shit. All right. So it not only is that account private, the text of the message was actually a garble of letters and numbers. I mean, you are CoinDesk. Do you really? Oh no, is this a quote from somebody? No, it's not. This a garble of letters and numbers. You guys know what that is, right? It had been encrypted using the SHA. Okay, never mind. SHA-256 hash function, the same cryptography that secures many cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin. But somebody figured out how to crack the post, and word spread. With Binance having just been sued by U.S. regulators for willful evasion of U.S. laws, the idea that CZ might face a criminal probe rang true to many, because he is, and this is probably true, frankly. But whatever. I mean, we're really moving past this in a fun way. Four. But anyways, and prices reacted accordingly as the rumor spread quickly. Okay, so that guy was like, I'm getting out. That was actually the first tweet that I saw. I don't know who that is. Okay, so this is the chief strategy officer responding, one of two things is true. One, it's bullshit. Or two, a law enforcement agent is illegally leaking elements of a case file through encrypted messages a la QAnon on GitHub, which is a felony and arguably a much bigger news story. My bet is number one. Bullshit, he says. Okay. Later Monday, Cobie said via Twitter, and then I think we can actually see. So he says, the point of a hash commitment scheme is nobody's supposed to be able to read them until after the secret is revealed. Looks like someone I discussed the rumor with, a handful of possible people, leaked the seed to create a stir at my expense, removing the context of rumor, etc. Cobie added, anyway, it was not supposed to be readable ever unless I revealed it. So sorry about that. We'll once again narrow down the list of people I can trust. Since tweeting only leads to bad things instead of good things, I will probably do much less in the future. I have posted SHA-256 hash of rumors more than 20 times in the last year without the secret being revealed. The point of a hash commitment scheme is nobody's supposed to be able to read them until after the secret is revealed. Looks like someone I discussed a rumor with, a handful of possible people, leaked the seed to cause a stir at my expense, removing the context of rumor, etc. Highly doubt any theories about brute forcing, salt, etc., since no others have been broken, including the one I posted after. Anyway, it was not supposed to be readable ever unless I revealed it. So sorry about that. Okay, I already read that. So there you go, guys. So this is the deal. Cobie, a very well-connected dude, been in this game for a long time, was playing a game. He and a small group of his friends have been talking about a rumor that Cobie's heard is that there's going to be a red notice for CZ. So he, being all cool in SHA-256, posted, this thing, posted this hash commitment, and a buddy of his who he had discussed this rumor with outed it and created, market conditions probably in their favor because they knew what that would do because of Cobie's reputation. So it doesn't look like Cobie did this on purpose. And, it's wild to me, though, because completely lost in the story is somebody like Cobie and a small group of people when all logic points to, yeah, there will be some sort of Department of Justice. Something is going to go after CZ. Now, CZ actually responded to this. Let's go to that real quick. He thinks it is a competitor. He thinks it's a exchange competitor. Okay, he just posted this. I don't really know what's going on. Oh, this is just there's an interesting section about Binance in this blog post. Okay, great. They're really setting up shop in the Middle East. FC Shakhtar? Where's FC Shakhtar? Is that a Saudi Arabian football team? You will only be as rich as your credibility. Don't destroy it. Why is it? Sorry. So weird. Okay, the latest FUD was only spread by crypto news outlets and KOLs. Likely planted, sponsored by another exchange. Very petty. Hurts the industry and hurts themselves. There are enough external forces attacking us. Our industry needs to unite at this juncture. Who the hell does he think this is? Tom Dwan. Isn't this guy a poker player? Oh, yeah, I followed him. Agree industry needs to unite. Don't think FUD was orchestrated by other exchanges. Doubt you guys did anything deserving of what the FUD alleges, but doesn't mean the FUD isn't true. Well, that's true. All right. I strongly believe this is done by BitGet Global. My feed has enough evidences. I'm publishing a thread soon exposing them. Have you published that thread, Evan? I had 200,000 in BetGet and it got stolen. The worst part. Okay. So he thinks it's BetGet because he lost $200,000 on it. All right. I'm going down the wrong wormhole here. Okay, fine. We're done with that, right? Nobody cares. So CZ, certainly it was a rumor that nobody expected to get. Okay, I had the Fat Man Terra queued up about the Cobie thing, but I don't think we need to go there. Okay, let's look at this MEV thing, and this goes a little bit deeper than, so this MEV exploit from yesterday where the validator attacked MEV bots. Let's just, look at this illustration. Sometimes, I look at things like this and I'm thinking, okay, you got to spend more time doing your homework. I used to end every one of my videos, do your homework. Well, this MEV boost relay exploit incident reminds me to go back to the basics and let's really understand this shit. But anyways, we're going to read through it. BlockSec, which is, a smart contract audit platform. So they know what they're talking about. But this guy, Sam CZ son, research at Paradigm, powered by OpenAI. Art, okay, whatever. Interesting. Explained that the attacker exploited the vulnerability in MEV boost relay to drain MEV bots. After digging into the attack, we have two more findings. First, the attacker used a honeypot transaction to lure MEV bots. Second, the honeypot transaction has a self-protected mechanism. 2, the attacker is a validator with the pre-knowledge that he or she will be selected to be the miner of block 169646664. How does an attacker, the validator, know that he will be selected to be the miner of that block? Maybe I'm ignorant. It's very possible because I'm not saying I'm an expert on this, but I am curious. How would they know before that because that seems like that's a real problem. If a validator knows which block in advance that it obviously is a real problem because they expose stuff. But how to lure the MEV bot to issue sandwich transactions? We find the attacker leveraged 8 honeypot transactions for this purpose. Let's use one of them as an example, which swapped 0.3 ETH to 158 STG in a pair with less liquidity. This transaction is broadcasted to the meme pool. This creates an opportunity to launch the sandwich attack by the MEV bot. The MEV bot used all of the ethers, more than 2,000, to drain the STG tokens in the pool. Usually, this will make profits for the MEV bot, as shown in the following figure. However, the attacker is the miner of block yada, 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 yada. She replaced transaction 2 with the back-running transaction to immediately drain most ETH in the pool. added by MEV bot to make profits. The original honeypot transaction is on the chain, the next block. Furthermore, the honeypot transaction has a self-protection mechanism. What if there are no sandwich attacks to attack the honeypot transaction? Actually, the attacker checked the status of the pool and will make a reverse swap to protect its 0.35 ether. It's a smart move, BlockSec says. 8. In summary, this attack is a well-planned one that exploited a zero-day vulnerability in the MEV boost relay and used a honeypot transaction to lure MEV bots. Besides, the self-protection in the honeypot transaction shows the well-designed strategy used in this attack. This person rightfully responded with what? Christopher says, been waiting for this and wondering why it has not happened before. Hopefully this will lead to the end of front running. That validator making the most of their slot, like, yeah. Okay. Well, folks, if you're watching this and you know the answer to this one right here, the attacker is a validator with a pre-knowledge that he or she will be selected to be the miner of that block. What's going on there? Maybe that's simple and I'm just being ignorant here, but I don't understand. How would they know that they were going to do that? Doesn't that create a host of problems? Okay. You guys done with that? I think I'm done with that. xGOV, we're definitely going to xGOV in a second. What is legate? Breaking. Oh. All right, April 3rd, Reuters. Elon Musk seeks to end 258 billion Dogecoin lawsuit. Okay. What are you guys suing him for? Pumping it? You guys sad that he pumped the Doge? I mean, some of us are just pathetic. Elon Musk asked a U.S. judge on Friday to throw out a $258 billion racketeering lawsuit accusing him of running a pyramid scheme to support the cryptocurrency Dogecoin. In an evening filing in Manhattan federal court, lawyers for Musk and his electric car company Tesla called the lawsuit by Dogecoin a fanciful work of fiction and over Musk's innocuous and often silly tweets. I'm on Elon's side, folks. The lawyer said I'm not saying that he didn't not manipulate, but he obviously has a platform and he enjoyed the stupidness of Doge. And look at him now. He's really worried about this lawsuit, isn't he? Oh my God. The lawyers said the investors never explained how Musk intended to defraud anyone or what risks he concealed, and that his statements such as Dogecoin rules and no highs, no lows, only Doge were too vague to support a fraud claim. There is nothing unlawful about tweeting words of support for or funny pictures about a legitimate cryptocurrency that continues to hold a market cap of nearly 10 billion. This court should put a stop to plaintiffs' fantasy and dismiss the complaint. In a footnote, the lawyers also rejected the investors' claim that Dogecoin qualified as a security. No, by all accounts, including the SEC, Dogecoin isn't a security. So this sucks. Dogecoin is proof of work. Why am I highlighting Dogecoin? Proof of work. The investor. Okay, good. You guys are seeing this. After I just did this and then pretended to write POW, I double checked to make sure you guys saw that. Are they watching? Got to make sure they see this. They got to see that clicking. Investors accused Musk, the world's second richest person, according to Forbes, of deliberately giving up on this stupid article. All right. Is this interesting? Okay, now that's just an article talking about it. Okay, so we don't need that. They're cutting off the banks in England as well. Even though this new prime minister, what is his name? Sunak's crypto plans are hit by reluctant UK banks. HSBC, NatWest have restricted transfers to crypto exchanges. Crypto companies have complained directly to the UK government. So it's happening all over the West. This guy, Edward Denizu, a crypto company, Saving Blocks, is an office in East London's technology hub and more than 200 customers testing its services. But getting a bank for his year-old startup has proved an almost insurmountable challenge. Saving Blocks, which offers a suite of digital asset portfolios for your mom's passive investors. Okay, moving on. Sorry, guys. I'm a little unhinged right now. Dennis, I've been a little unhinged for the last couple of days. Just kind of, I don't know. I'm relaxing, folks. The live is certainly letting you guys just know, what's going on over here. There's no hiding. I'm hiding in plain sight now. No more editing. Okay, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, am I saying that right? Push to make the country a global crypto hub announced a year ago. Okay, illustrates the plight. Okay, maybe read the whole sentence next time. Since February, major banks, including HSBC Holdings and NatWest Group, have made headlines by further restricting the amount of money customers in Britain can move on to digital asset exchanges, dealing a fresh blow to the battered industry. But the issue goes beyond that. According to a dozen UK crypto executives, what time is it? Oh my God. This is boring. And I said I'd talk about xGOV. There aren't many options possible. Most traditional banks won't offer banking services to crypto firms. With the recent string of events, it will be even tougher. We're seeking licenses in France, where we think it'll be easier. Let's all move to France. Let's do a like one of those big fun houses in the country in France. I'm in. Cold reception. Big banks around the world have long been cautious about crypto. In the US, we everything we've been talking about. Series of scandals. Is there anything interesting? The UK banking reaction has been more acute than the EU one. VC capital investment flowing into UK digital asset companies slumped 94%, kind of like all the token prices, from a year earlier to 55 million in the first quarter, according to data from PitchBook. That compares with a roughly 31% increase for the rest of Europe. Interesting. So in the rest of Europe, crypto investment's going up. In the UK, it's all but collapsed. In March, PaySafe announced that it would stop providing one of its products to UK customers of crypto exchange Binance, citing challenging regulatory environment. Binance was forced to suspend deposits and withdrawals via bank transfers and credit card and debit cards for its clients in Britain, essentially making it impossible to withdraw money from the platform to a UK bank account. The exchange said the disruption affected less than 1% of its global user base. So they're saying that barely anybody in the UK. When crypto started, the purists were saying crypto will bring down the banks. But ironically, it's the banks that could bring down crypto. Well, there you go, guys. This is exactly what's happening here in the US. When crypto started, going to take down the banks. You're going to be your own bank. Self-custody. Let's do it. We got a new world order. And then the banks were like, yeah, bro. Yeah, good luck with that. We're the banks. Well, that war is not over yet, though. Okay. Cool. So I rambled through all that. Let's look at right here real quick. Opens higher. Let's look what this S&P 500 opens higher. Let's look at how the market's opened. Sideways to the red. Sideways to the red. Bad joke in my head that I'm going to keep on moving forward. So Starwood Capital's Barry Sternlicht gives you a Sternlicht. Says the U.S. is going into a serious recession. Yeah, they all keep on saying that, don't they? But we don't care. Nobody cares. All right, let's talk about xGOV before it's too late. Algo Cleanup, our buddy Algo Cleanup, did a cool write-up. You should follow this gentleman on Twitter. It is at Algo Cleanup. But he did a nice write-up. There you go. I think he even did a video. I didn't watch the video, but I'm sure it's great. He has a table of contents. I'll share this tab instead. He has a table of contents. Look at that. And then what is the xGov program? I think most of you know what that is. All right, let's read this real quick. Interested governors may opt into the xGov program during the governance sign-up phase, which will begin with governance period 7, which is what we're going into. Once the governance period is completed, governance period 7 rewards will be deposited to the xGov term address, where they are held for 12 months. And xGov's GP7 rewards will be their voting power to vote on community proposals submitted through the xGov proposals repository on GitHub. So do you understand that your rewards are your governing power, your voting power? Okay. Each xGov term lasts 12 months, running in parallel to the general governance quarters. For example, GP8 to GP12 for xGovs that opt into GP7, assuming governance periods lasted for 3 months, and they do. At the end of their xGov term, ex-governors who did not perform their duties forfeit their algo deposit, which remains in the pool. Now, not your algo that you're staking, your voting power, your rewards. Ex-governors who perform all their governance duties will receive their deposited rewards, plus, and this is important, this is how it makes it worth it, plus their share of any forfeited algos in the pool. So only the xGovs are going to get the share of the algos that are forfeited in the xGov holding pool. Okay, this is interesting here. Differences between governors and expert governors. Note, you must first be an eligible governor for a period, opted in to be an xGov. So that period is going to be the one we're entering into now, which I believe the sign-up date is April 21st. I'm sure it says in here somewhere. Okay, and a governance period spans 3 months. An xGov term spans 12 months. An xGov's voting power comes from a previous period's rewards that are deposited into an xGov address. So then your rewards will be deposited from this period, right? And I believe that you can actually withdraw you don't have to continue and it'll just keep pushing it for, if you do continue, your voting power will grow and it'll just keep pushing it. You'll have a more years, but okay. If a governor fails to vote or drops below their commitment, they would lose their rewards. If an xGov fails to use their full voting power, they become disqualified and lose their deposited rewards in their xGov term address. Decision type. Governors vote on measures proposed by the Algorand Foundation. xGovs allocate votes to pre-approved community proposals that only pass if they receive enough xGov votes, proportional to the proposal's requested funds. So you're going to get 100% of your voting power, right? So if I have 1,000 algo voting power, I have to use all of that power during whenever there are votes up. So if there's 4 proposals, I could put 250 of my votes in one, 250 votes of another, and 250 of all 4, and then I'm done. If I don't, at the end of the period, do not use my voting power, there's going to be like a dump that you can go to and dump your voting power there, and then you'll still be eligible. But if you do not use your full voting power in these terms, you will lose your rewards. Not your staked algo, but your rewards. You will follow the same process to commit your algos and liquidity pool tokens as you normally would. During this same process, you are now given the option to enroll as an xGov. Once you select the toggle, you will be presented with a message to ensure you understand the role of being an xGov. This entails locking your period's rewards for a 12-month term where you must vote on xGov proposals for the subsequent 4 3-month-long periods. Now, okay, my question actually right now is, and maybe I'm being an idiot, but let's say I participate in the xGov and I stake whatever, let's say 20,000 algo in in governance. I select to be in xGov. Then my rewards are sent to the xGov address and they're locked for a year. Now, after that one governance period, I want my 20,000 algo back. Can I withdraw them after a quarter and still have my voting power? Or do you need to maintain that 20,000 algo for the full year in order to stay an active xGov? By the way, if you do it through Folks Finance, once you say that you're going to be in xGov, you can't change your mind. So if you do it traditional ways, if you do it through the Algorithm Foundation and you sign up to be in xGov on April 7th and by April 15th, you're like, you know what? I don't want to be in xGov. You can do that. But if you go to Folks Finance and you say, I'm going to be in xGov, you can't opt out. You can't opt out of being an xGov once you've opted in to be an xGov. By the way, I'm going to tweet a link to Folks Finance. If you're going to use it anyways, you could use my link and it would help me at the end. They always kind of surprise me with some algo for that link. I use it. I'm not shilling it, but if you, I like Folks Finance. And if you're going to use it, just use my link if you want to help support the show. Hello, ex-governor. You are queued up to become an ex-gov at the start of the next governance period. Remember to vote and keep your commitment this period to maintain your eligibility. Come back at the start of the next quarter to connect to the voting tool. See you then. All right, so you guys probably have an answer to that question that I just asked. What is it? What is my answer, folks? Yeah, that's like definitely what I just, hello, ex-governor, is definitely the Algo Hicks version of a British accent for sure. Invite me to talk about folks, Coop. Oh yeah, Algo Bama's a huge fan. Fucking A, guys. Block Runner, by the way, just came. This dude can't stop, won't stop. Love Block Runner. He just gave me some cool sponsorship graphics and an interlude for sponsors. And man, that guy is so talented. And if you don't know who Block Runner is, he's the artist behind Flemish Giants and the Fractal Tamers, Flemish Clones. I'm sure a bunch of other cool shit. Okay, what are you saying? Oh, okay, good. Maybe they're giving me an answer. I don't understand the difference between reorg and reorder. John said we could reorder, right? You could just reorder the transactions and move the honeypot away and the malicious one still. But since the validator is not known in advance, you can't create honeypots. You'll have to find transactions out in the wild to exploit in real time. Alabama's asking me to sacrifice my hair to the bull gods to bring back the bull market. No. The answer is no. I'm getting too old for that, Algobama. I'm holding on to that. This hair is, look at all that hair. Thank God, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a Frenchman that did the French person jump Ted? Damn. Okay. So Algobama's not going to live in my French commune in defense of Ted. My understanding, yeah, Governor, the hat. So that's where this is coming from. So John Woods must have been addressing this. I mean, obviously, yeah. Yeah, that's pre-knowledge is interesting. Okay, thank you, Rumi. I guess it's not algorithmically random. VRF, our buddy Silvio brought it. Okay. Ayo, what the FUD? What happened? Sorry. Okay. Simino says FC Shakhtar is in Ukraine Coop. Okay. So definitely not the Middle East. Maybe you guys understand why I thought maybe it was Shakhtar. I don't know. That shows probably some ignorance. Swaggle Wander said, "Oh, and since you have xGov in the title, I think it's worth bringing up that the governance team is going to make arcs for everything to make sure no humble farm drama occurs again. Moving the right way." I like that. Okay. All right, guys. Well, it's cool. Music. What do you guys want? I want to give you music. I want music, Love Roomy. He's scrolling up. Thank you, Hat. Guys, the fart jokes. Well, folks, look at this. Look at us. We did it. Oh my God, another one in the bag. Put it in the bag. I will give you beats. I'm a musician, sir. Give me some beats. I'll do a very awkward dad rap over your beats. I rapped a little when I was a younger guy. All right, guys. Look, this has been a lot of fun. I hope it was fun for you. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep growing it, and I'm gonna keep shaping it. All right, but for now, it's just me showing up and finding the voice of the show, and I feel like it's starting to happen. So I appreciate you guys. And tomorrow's Wednesday. You know what I mean? Today's Tuesday. This is the second time I've done that where I've just told you what day it is. Hey, Algobama needed this is like a real service. I saw on Twitter earlier, Algobama was pumping his spaces, his cross chain, his V chain space today. All excited later today. Oh my God, everybody show up later today on my big cross chain space. Wednesday. I love Wednesday, hump day. It's Tuesday, Algobama. Come to the ReCoop. You get all of the insight you need. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll be here at 9 a.m. Eastern. I know what time I'm going to be here. That stutter was just a brain difficulty. All right, folks, I appreciate you. Laughing first day back from vacation. Give me a break. All right, see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow at his cross chain space. And also, more importantly to me, I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. and I'll be here at 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. See you guys. Peace.